Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Oh my God, there's so many people I haven't seen in a long time. Great to be here. I appreciate you having me.
So, you've been in the news.
Stop.
No, seriously, I've been reading. Let's see, where should we start? I have a list.
Oh God.
A giant list. I made it just for you and me. Well, based on what you said yesterday and life, liberty, and the pursuit of content and free speech, discuss.
You always do this to me.
I know.
I don't know what to expect. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of free speech. I think obviously you know that's the core foundational value of X, the new 2-year-old company. But I have a feeling you might be talking about yesterday, headline news, and the rest of the marketplace, like Meta, following a really specific, successful vision in terms of community notes, which is, I think it's important for everyone in the room, if you don't know what community notes is, to like sync on what it is. So think about a global collective intelligence of keeping each other accountable at scale in real time. At X, it's 1 million people, okay? So incredible resources, automation dedicated to community notes after the last couple of years, and super effective. And that's why Mark Zuckerberg, Meta, is following, because they believe in the same vision. And really, that's not what the debate is about, which is what you're referencing, Mr. Pot Stirrer headline. And it's really not what it's why I love you also. But it's not what the debate is about. The debate since yesterday or today is about the change of control. It's about the change of control of an anonymous few into the transparent hands of many. Many could be all of us. And I urge you to become community noters, okay? So the change of control of an anonymous few who would determine what was news, what was factual, influenced by particular points of view. And that real-time ability through community notes just doesn't fly anymore, okay? So think about it. We were here a year ago. A question that would have been crazy to even think about asking, which was the potential of President Biden's sharpness. Couldn't ask that question. But that change of control into the transparent hands of many now makes you think and change and approach. And that's what this is about, right? That's what the debate is about, the change of control into the transparent hands of all of us, of many.
But I think it's deeper than that, Linda, because we live in a technological age where no one knows what's true and what's false. The bots are insane. The amplification of extremes is what the internet, what all social media has done to all of communication. The middle's gone. There is no nuanced anything. There is you're with us or against us. And so now do the you're against us outnumber the you're with us? It becomes...
And that's exactly, if you looked at what the philosophical start or the business plan or the point of view of why community notes is necessary everywhere, is because of exactly what you just said, which is accountability at scale in real time by not just a few, by all of us, right? Because
so let me move on for a second. No, that's okay. I got you. So
here we go.
No, so them's fighting words. So it's all good. So I'm an advertiser. Discuss.
You're an advertiser.
No, I'm an advertiser.
Okay, you're an advertiser, and you should be embracing what is now going to create an opportunity for all platforms to become healthier, more factual, but really what I think is important, to respect everyone in this room, to seek out the information they desire and make decisions for themselves. That's what when you see what's going on around the world, is that people have an opportunity now to be confident, to be courageous, and speak their point of view. If I'm an advertiser, I want to be right there in that conversation. And at X, it's like, you got to check X, right? You wake up in the morning, you want to say, what happened last night with the game? What happened last night at the Golden Globes? Oh my God, Nikki Glazer's wicked fire monologue. Like, I got to check that. And that's the conversation you want to be in. If you're an advertiser, that's where you got to start ponying up big on places like X, because you're in that conversation. And the prior conversation, excellent. When I was really listening to, like, you want to feel heard. That's what the audiences today the consumers are appreciating. And also, where's Michael? Where'd he go? There he is. He was talking about, like, the power of Gen Z. Gen Z on X now occupies over a third of the audience. And if you queried them and asked them, authenticity, showing up as yourself, is what they value most. And that's when you think about that, it's all connected. And the strategy of really growing community notes where it inspires great behavior by humanity. Think about it. If a post on X is noted, it gets shared dramatically less. You don't want to be the guy who's sharing the post that needed clarification or was adding more context. I think everyone in the room should be applauding and urging every platform. The challenge, I think, is the inability with legacy media to adopt something like community notes. Because whether, how many oops is there, whether I mentioned, whether it's about, whether it's, President Biden's health, it's maybe the next night on a 6 p.m. newscast before the closing credits, or maybe it's on page 34 of a printed publication. That's a whisper. It's a whisper. It should be a roar. Because, for example, on community notes, if I posted something that needed added context, right? The algorithm forces out bias by identifying that you might feel one way on a subject, I might feel one way on another subject, and boom, you get noted because we feel the same thing about that. But if you interacted with that post previously, I give you a little note. It says, hey, you read this note yesterday, here, you read this post, it got noted. So a legacy media cannot do that. So it goes from a whisper that says, oops, I was wrong, I don't want to tell you about it, to a roar that says, hey, humanity fact checked this for us, and we wanted to let you know about it. That should be an applause.
You're supposed to applause now.
No, I didn't mean like that.
Oh,
I
no.
meant by,
So, what's the overarching vision for the future? You're pretty close to the epicenter of that. So what?
Are you talking about Mars?
No. I'm talking about X. What the platform? What's the vision for the platform?
You know what? It's so exciting to talk about, like, where we were last year. Where we were last year was really for X, we talk about now in three things. Safety, check the box. We did all the things. Obviously, community notes leading the way. Many other leading suite of tools that didn't exist prior to acquisition. So we're super proud of that. But add innovation, and then you talk about there's no surrogate for X. You have to check it. You want to be in the conversation. You have to be in there. So when you think about that, and you think about all the things we've done, 250 product rollouts in since acquisition, 2 years, more than the prior company or most companies would roll out in 10 years. So when you talk about the breakneck pace of innovation rollout and you think about the future, I would say two things right now just propelling us into a 25 that will re-educate all of us in this room or reinform us of what a social media platform is. One is X Money, right? So when you talk about a platform that now will have money capabilities, payments, creating an unbelievable wave of creators coming to the platform because they can earn a great living. I think you talk about the future of news and talk about a place where journalistic curiosity comes back. Journalistic integrity for free and fair press to everybody, alive and well on the platform where journalists like Michael Schellenberger, Catherine Herridge can earn a great living and not be so impacted and limited to the sad state of journalism on legacy media today. The future of journalism is not in legacy media. But I think when you take X money and you power it with Grok together, and even super excited about the previous conversation about the impact of Grok on advertising, or the impact of AI, which is going to, I want to find out where you got that ring from, but to influence, because it's a content experience for all of us when you get the ads right. So I think when you think about all of those things, or the question you ask, it's really X coming into what was intended all along, which was to become the everything app.
Well, that is a drop the mic moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Linda Yaccarino, CEO of X.